One of the most critical steps to living a no excuses life is taking 100% responsibility for your actions, decisions, and outcomes. This means owning every aspect of your life, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Far too often, people fall into the habit of blaming external factors for their failures. They blame their circumstances, the economy, their boss, their upbringing, or even their genetics. While external factors can influence our lives, they should never dictate our success or happiness. When you take full responsibility, you acknowledge that your choices, actions, and responses have a direct impact on your results. This mindset shift empowers you to take control of your life. If something goes wrong, instead of pointing fingers or making excuses, you ask yourself, what can I do differently next time? And how can I improve the situation? Taking responsibility does not mean blaming yourself unfairly for things beyond your control. Life will always present challenges, setbacks, and unpredictable events. However, even in those situations, you have control over how you respond. Will you let a failure defeat you, or will you use it as a lesson to grow stronger? Will you complain about your circumstances, or will you take proactive steps to improve them? Consider successful people in any field. Athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders, they all have one thing in common. They own their journey. When they fail, they don't offer excuses. They learn from their mistakes, adjust their strategies, and come back stronger. They don't wait for perfect conditions or rely on others to make things happen. They take charge and make the best of whatever resources they have. Taking 100% responsibility also involves being honest with yourself. Are there areas in your life where you've been making excuses instead of taking action? Have you been blaming lack of time, lack of support, or fear of failure for not pursuing your goals? The first step to change is acknowledging where you've fallen short and committing to doing better. When you stop making excuses and start taking full ownership, something remarkable happens. You unlock your potential. You become more solution-oriented, resilient, and motivated. You gain clarity because you're no longer wasting energy on justifying your failures. Instead, you're focused on finding ways to succeed. Ultimately, living with a no excuses mindset starts with a powerful decision, the decision to take 100% responsibility for your life. The moment you make that decision, you take the first step toward becoming the best version of yourself. Life really goes as planned. No matter how much we prepare, unexpected challenges, setbacks, and changes will inevitably arise. The key to thriving in any situation is your ability to adapt. Those who develop resilience and flexibility in the face of uncertainty are the ones who rise above adversity and succeed. When you adopt a no excuses mindset, embracing the power of adaptation becomes a fundamental part of your journey. Adaptation is not just about surviving change. It's about learning, growing, and thriving despite it. Imagine you're sailing a boat. The winds may change direction without warning. You can either complain about the weather or adjust your sails and keep moving toward your destination. In life, adaptation works the same way. Those who focus on solutions instead of complaining about obstacles are the ones who stay on course. One common reason people make excuses is because they encounter unexpected difficulties. They may say, I couldn't reach my goal because the market changed, or I didn't follow through because my circumstances shifted. However, life will always throw curveballs. And successful individuals understand this. Instead of becoming paralyzed by change, they ask themselves, how can I adjust my approach? And what new strategies can I implement? Adaptation also requires a growth mindset. When you believe that you can learn and improve regardless of the situation, you become more open to finding new ways to succeed. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, many businesses faced unprecedented challenges. While some shut down, others found innovative ways to adapt, transitioning to online platforms, offering virtual services, and exploring new markets. These businesses didn't make excuses. They adapted and thrived. A crucial aspect of adaptation is staying calm under pressure. When faced with unexpected setbacks, it's natural to feel stressed or overwhelmed. However, panicking or fixating on the problem will only hinder your ability to think clearly. Take a step back, assess the situation objectively, and focus on actionable solutions. Remember that every challenge presents an opportunity to learn and grow if you approach it with the right mindset. Another vital component of adaptation is being willing to let go of old strategies that no longer work. Sometimes we cling to familiar routines and methods simply because they feel comfortable. However, growth often requires stepping outside of our comfort zones and trying new approaches. Ask yourself, is this method still serving me? If the answer is no, be courageous enough to make a change. Furthermore, adaptation involves leveraging feedback and learning from both successes and failures. When something doesn't work, don't view it as a dead end. Instead, see it as valuable information that can guide your next steps. Ask for feedback from others, analyze your results, and use that knowledge to refine your approach. Continuous improvement is a hallmark of adaptable and successful individuals. In the end, adaptation is not just a skill, it's a way of thinking. It's about being proactive, resourceful, and resilient in the face of change. When you embrace the power of adaptation, you unlock your potential to overcome any obstacle and achieve your goals without making excuses. One of the biggest barriers to success is an excessive focus on problems rather than solutions. When people encounter challenges, their initial reaction is often to dwell on what's wrong, complaining, overanalyzing, or blaming external circumstances. While it's natural to recognize and acknowledge difficulties, staying fixated on them only leads to frustration, negativity, and stagnation. A no excuses mindset demands a shift in perspective. Rather than getting stuck on the problem, you must channel your energy toward finding effective solutions. Focusing on solutions means adopting a proactive and constructive approach. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" or "I can't do this because of XYZ, shift your thinking to, "What can I do right now to overcome this?" and "How can I turn this challenge into an opportunity?" This simple change in mindset empowers you to take control and make meaningful progress. History is filled with examples of individuals and organizations that succeeded because they prioritized solutions. Consider Thomas Edison, who famously made thousands of attempts before successfully inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, Edison didn't focus on the setbacks. Instead, he highlighted the knowledge he gained from each attempt, which ultimately led to his breakthrough. His relentless focus on solutions rather than problems changed the world. In practical terms, focusing on solutions involves several steps. First, clearly define the problem. Understanding the root cause of an issue is essential for finding the right solution. For example, if you're struggling to meet a deadline at work, ask yourself why. Is it due to poor time management, unclear priorities, or unforeseen complications? Identifying the root cause allows you to develop targeted solutions rather than wasting time on surface-level fixes. Next, brainstorm potential solutions without immediately dismissing any ideas. When you're fixated on the problem, it's easy to become close-minded and pessimistic. Instead, adopt a creative and open-minded approach. Write down all possible solutions, even if they initially seem impractical. You might be surprised at the innovative ideas that emerge when you are willing to think outside the box. Once you have a list of potential solutions, evaluate each one based on its feasibility, effectiveness, and potential impact. Choose the best course of action and implement it with confidence. Keep in mind that some solutions may require experimentation and adjustment. Don't be afraid to pivot if your initial approach doesn't yield the desired results. Another crucial aspect of solution-focused thinking is maintaining a positive and resilient attitude. Challenges are inevitable, but how you perceive them makes all the difference. People with a no excuses mindset view problems as opportunities to learn and grow. They understand that setbacks are a natural part of progress and that every problem presents a chance to develop new skills and insights. Moreover, focusing on solutions involves effective communication and collaboration. Sometimes the best solutions come from seeking input and advice from others. Don't hesitate to reach out to colleagues, mentors, or friends for their perspectives. Diverse viewpoints can lead to creative solutions that you might not have considered on your own. Finally, celebrate small wins along the way. When you're solution-focused, every step forward counts, no matter how small. Recognizing and appreciating your progress boosts motivation and reinforces your commitment to overcoming challenges. In essence, a no-excuses approach thrives on solution-oriented thinking. By shifting your focus from what's wrong to what can be done, you take charge of your circumstances and pave the way for success. Remember, problems are only as powerful as the energy you give them. Channel that energy into solutions instead. One of the most powerful but often overlooked obstacles to success is negative self-talk. These are the limiting, critical, and self-defeating thoughts that creep into your mind and convince you that you're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to achieve your goals. Negative self-talk fuels doubt and fear, creating a breeding ground for excuses. To adopt a no excuses mindset, you must first recognize and eliminate this destructive inner dialogue. Negative self-talk often starts subtly, disguising itself as realism or caution. Phrases like, "I can't do this," "I'm not qualified enough," or "what if I fail," can seem harmless at first but quickly snowball into mental roadblocks. These thoughts condition your brain to focus on limitations rather than possibilities. If left unchecked, they erode your confidence and prevent you from taking the necessary risks to succeed. To break free from negative self-talk, the first step is awareness. Pay attention to the inner dialogue running through your mind, especially in moments of stress or challenge. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and ask, "Would I say this to a friend in the same situation?" More often than not, the answer is no. You would likely offer words of encouragement and support to a friend, so why not extend that same kindness to yourself? Once you've identified negative thoughts, challenge their validity. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or assumption? For instance, if you think, "I'll never be good at public speaking," examine the evidence. Have you ever successfully spoken in front of a group before? Even if the answer is no, that doesn't mean you can't improve. By questioning the accuracy of negative thoughts, you strip them of their power and open the door to a more constructive mindset. A powerful technique to combat negative self-talk is reframing. This involves turning a negative thought into a positive or neutral one. Instead of thinking, "I failed at this project, so I'm a failure," reframe it to, "I learned valuable lessons from this project that will help me do better next time." This shift in perspective empowers you to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than evidence of inadequacy. Affirmations are another effective tool for rewiring your thought patterns. Positive affirmations are statements that reinforce self-belief and confidence. For example, repeating phrases like, "I am capable of overcoming any challenge," or "I am constantly learning and improving," can help replace negative self-talk with empowering beliefs. While it may feel awkward at first, consistent practice can reshape your mental landscape. It's also important to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on your thoughts and beliefs. Seek out friends, mentors, and colleagues who uplift and encourage you. Distance yourself from individuals who constantly criticize or belittle you. A supportive environment can help reinforce positive thinking and silence negative self-talk. Developing a growth mindset is essential in this process. When you adopt the belief that your abilities can be developed through effort and learning, you become more resilient in the face of challenges. Instead of viewing setbacks as proof of your limitations, you see them as temporary obstacles that can be overcome with persistence. Lastly, practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself when things don't go as planned. Negative self-talk often stems from unrealistic expectations and perfectionism. Remember that everyone makes mistakes and faces setbacks. They are a natural part of growth. Treat yourself with the same understanding and empathy that you would offer to a close friend. By eliminating negative self-talk, you free yourself from the chains of doubt and self-sabotage. You gain the clarity and confidence needed to take bold action without making excuses. It all begins with mastering the conversations you have with yourself. When you change your thoughts, you change your life. In the pursuit of success, many people fall into the trap of relying on motivation. Motivation is that surge of energy and enthusiasm you feel when starting a new project, setting a goal, or imagining your dreams coming true. While motivation can be a powerful spark, it is fleeting and unreliable. It comes and goes based on external factors, your mood, or even how well you slept the previous night. This is why motivation alone is not enough to achieve lasting success. If you want to adopt a no excuses mindset, you must prioritize discipline over motivation. Discipline is the consistent commitment to doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel in the moment. It's waking up early to exercise when you'd rather stay in bed, sticking to your work schedule even when you're not in the mood, and staying focused on your long-term goals despite short-term distractions. Discipline bridges the gap between your goals and their achievement. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that successful individuals are always motivated. The truth is, even the most accomplished athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders experience days when they feel uninspired or fatigued. What sets them apart is their ability to push through those moments with discipline. They don't wait to feel motivated, they take action regardless of their emotional state. Developing discipline starts with setting clear and achievable goals. When you have a clear sense of purpose, it's easier to stay focused and committed. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps and create a structured plan for accomplishing them. Having a roadmap helps eliminate decision fatigue and keeps you on track, even when motivation wanes. Another key aspect of building discipline is establishing routines. Routines create structure in your day and make positive behaviors automatic. For example, if your goal is to write a book, set a specific time each day for writing and stick to it. Over time, it becomes a habit that requires less mental effort. The more consistent you are with your routines, the less you have to rely on motivation to take action. Accountability is also a powerful tool for cultivating discipline. Share your goals with someone you trust, or join a group of like-minded individuals who can support and hold you accountable. Knowing that someone is watching your progress adds an extra layer of responsibility and encourages you to stay disciplined. It's essential to recognize that discipline doesn't mean being rigid or never taking breaks. On the contrary, part of discipline is knowing when to rest and recharge so you can maintain long-term productivity, listen to your body and mind, and build recovery time into your schedule. The goal is sustainability, not burnout. One of the challenges of maintaining discipline is overcoming procrastination and distractions. In today's world, it's easy to get sidetracked by social media, notifications, and endless entertainment options. To combat this, identify your biggest distractions and create strategies to minimize them. This might involve turning off notifications, setting time limits for certain activities, or creating a dedicated workspace free from distractions. Another important component of discipline is self-regulation. This involves managing your impulses and staying focused on your long-term goals rather than giving in to immediate gratification. For example, if you're trying to save money, discipline means resisting the urge to make impulse purchases and sticking to your budget. If you are pursuing a fitness goal, discipline means choosing a healthy meal over fast food, even when the latter seems more appealing. Tracking your progress is another effective way to reinforce discipline. When you see tangible evidence of your efforts, it boosts your motivation and encourages you to stay the course. Keep a journal, use a habit tracking app, or simply check off tasks on a to-do list. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, as it reinforces your commitment. Finally, understand that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about getting back on track when you stumble. If you miss a workout, skip a task, or make a poor decision, don't dwell on it. Acknowledge the mistake, learn from it, and move forward with renewed determination. In conclusion, prioritizing discipline over motivation is essential for long-term success. Motivation may get you started, but discipline keeps you going when the excitement fades. When you cultivate discipline, you develop the resilience and consistency needed to achieve your goals and live a no-excuses life. Failure is an inevitable part of life and an essential component of growth and success. Yet for many people, it becomes a reason to give up or an excuse to stop pursuing their goals. They view failure as a sign of inadequacy, a roadblock that defines their limitations. However, adopting a no excuses mindset means changing your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as the end of the road, see it as a valuable teacher and a stepping stone to success. Those who achieve greatness are not those who avoid failure, but those who learn from it and keep moving forward. The first step in learning from failure is to acknowledge and accept it without letting it define you. Many people are so afraid of failure that they avoid taking risks altogether, which only leads to stagnation. Understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth or potential. It is simply feedback. It tells you what didn't work so that you can adjust your approach and try again. When faced with failure, take time to analyze and reflect on what went wrong. Ask yourself questions like, what factors contributed to this outcome? Were there any warning signs I overlooked? What could I have done differently? Be honest with yourself during this process. Avoid shifting blame to external factors or making excuses. Instead, take ownership of your role in the outcome. This self-awareness is crucial for growth and improvement. By identifying the lessons hidden within each failure, you equip yourself with the knowledge to make better decisions in the future. It's also important to maintain a growth mindset when dealing with failure. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. They view challenges and setbacks as opportunities to improve rather than evidence of their limitations. This mindset empowers you to bounce back from failure with renewed determination. History is filled with stories of individuals who faced repeated failures before achieving success. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 1,000,000 ways that won't work." Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job, and Steve Jobs was ousted from Apple, the very company he founded. These individuals didn't let failure define them. Instead, they learned from their setbacks, made necessary adjustments, and went on to achieve extraordinary success. To keep moving forward after failure, set new goals and create an action plan. Dwelling on the past will only keep you stuck. Focus on what you can do next to improve and make progress. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps to regain momentum. Celebrate small wins along the way to rebuild your confidence and maintain motivation. Another key aspect of moving forward is building resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks and adapt to adversity. Cultivating resilience involves developing coping strategies to handle stress, maintaining a positive outlook, and seeking support from others when needed. The more resilient you become, the better equipped you are to handle future challenges without making excuses. It's also essential to reframe your perspective on setbacks. Instead of thinking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? And how can this experience make me stronger?" This shift in thinking transforms failure from a source of defeat into a powerful catalyst for growth. Surrounding yourself with supportive and like-minded individuals can also make a significant difference in your ability to move forward. Seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who encourage you to learn from setbacks and keep pushing forward. Their guidance and encouragement can provide valuable insights and motivation. Lastly, forgive yourself and practice self-compassion. It's easy to be your harshest critic when things go wrong. However, beating yourself up over mistakes will only hinder your progress. Remember that failure is a universal experience. Everyone, no matter how successful, has faced setbacks. Treat yourself with kindness, acknowledge your efforts, and commit to doing better next time. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a crucial part of the journey. When you learn from your mistakes and refuse to give up, you build resilience, wisdom, and strength. A no excuses mindset thrives on the ability to face failure head on, extract valuable lessons, and keep moving forward with confidence. Life will always present challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. However, adopting a no excuses mindset empowers you to overcome any obstacle and achieve your fullest potential. By embracing adaptation, focusing on solutions, eliminating negative self-talk, cultivating discipline, and learning from failure, you unlock a path to success paved with resilience and determination. Remember, excuses are easy, but they lead to regret. Growth, achievement, and fulfillment come from taking responsibility, making adjustments, and pushing forward no matter what. The next time you're tempted to make an excuse, choose action instead. You are capable, resourceful, and stronger than any challenge that comes your way. The only limits that exist are the ones you allow. So rise up, commit to your goals, and live a life with no excuses.